Today, I want to talk to you about 5 proven plant-based tips to lose weight and reverse chronic disease, plus a free masterclass that just went live as of last night. So I'm super excited to have you here. Let's dive right in. So first of all, if you've ever felt like losing weight or improving your health is an impossible uphill climb, I'm here to reassure you. It doesn't have to be that way. The secret lies in a lifestyle change that is as natural as it is transformative, and that is a whole food, plant-based diet. And by the way, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Lori Marbus. I'm a board-certified family and lifestyle medicine physician with well over 2 decades of experience as a physician, but also eating a whole food plant-based diet myself for the last coming on 13 years. And so I've seen thousands of patients across the country as I'm licensed in all 50 states and DC. And I can tell you there's been nothing more powerful than a whole food plant-based diet. Absolutely more powerful in many cases than my prescription pad. So let's keep going in, because honestly, it's the best thing I've ever been able to do is to help people reverse chronic disease and shed unwanted pounds is through the powers of plants. So today we're going to talk about 5 actionable tips to kickstart your journey. And then I'll invite you to my free masterclass. It's called the Master the Plant-Based Diet, Lose Weight, and Reverse Chronic Disease, where we'll dive deeper into kind of this life-changing approach. First of all, why does a plant-based diet even work? Well, before diving into the tips, let's talk a little bit why a plant-based diet is so effective. Research consistently shows that diets that are rich in whole plant foods may not only help people lose weight, but also combat chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. And the secret is that plants are naturally nutrient dense and calorie light, packed with fiber, antioxidants, and other powerful compounds that nourish your body, that allow it to heal. And I will tell you one story of how I quickly understood within the first few months of myself going plant-based and trying to figure out how to incorporate this into my medical practice was when I had a patient with type 2 diabetes, and she wholeheartedly started the whole food plant-based diet, and we ended up stopping 60 units of insulin within 3 days. And that was such a powerful moment for me to understand, like, whoa, Lori, you've got to be a little bit careful when you start prescribing things like a plant-based diet. Because I can guarantee you, outside of utilizing insulin to drop medication or drop blood sugars very quickly, this was a plant. These are plants. It's fiber. It's amazing. So that's where I really became hooked on helping people really help them reverse chronic disease like type 2 diabetes and lose weight, because when you start reversing the insulin resistance piece, you will start to lose weight. But now we're going to jump into the 5 actionable tips. So first of all, number 1 is eat the rainbow daily, right? If there's one rule to remember, it's this: diversity is key. So fruits and vegetables of every color are loaded with unique phytonutrients and antioxidants that fight inflammation, repair damage, and even slow aging. And why does that matter? Well, studies show that a diet rich in colorful produce can lower the risk of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. So how do you start? First, aim for at least three different colors on your plate at every meal. Think, dark green leafies, vibrant red bell peppers, and purple cabbage, and orange sweet potatoes. For tonight, for example, I'm going to be doing a stir fry. I'm utilizing vegetable broth instead of oil. So it'll have all of those colors. Plus, I'm adding in some tofu for some amazing, soy protein and all the phytoestrogens that come with soy. And so in addition to this, step 2 is make fiber your best friend. So fiber is often called the unsung hero of weight loss and health. Not only does it keep you full, but it also feeds the good bacteria in your gut, lowers cholesterol, and stabilizes blood sugar. What is the science behind this? A high fiber diet is associated with reduced risk of heart disease and improved weight management. So here's a quick tip. Incorporate foods like beans, lentils, oats, and chia seeds. For example, swap your usual breakfast for oatmeal topped with fresh berries and flax seeds. Number 3 is ditch the oils. Even plant-based oils, while they're healthier than animal fats, they are very calorically dense and nutritionally sparse. Every tablespoon of oil, it doesn't matter what type of oil, is 120 calories of liquid fat. Let that sit in. 120 calories of liquid fat. If I go for a walk or a run, I will have to go just about 1.2 miles or so to burn the equivalent of those calories. Not that that's, you can exercise, bad diet, whatever, but just to give you some understanding of what the energy equivalent is. So if weight loss is your goal, removing oils from your diet can make a significant impact. And why skip it? Just like I said, it contains 120 calories per tablespoon, and it lacks fiber, it lacks water, and the nutrients that are found in the whole food. Oils are a processed food. So people tell me they're staying away from processed foods. Well, oil would be one of them. So what do you want to use instead? So you could do other healthy whole plant foods like avocados, tahinis, nuts, or seeds, and cook with water or broth instead of oil. Number 4 is batch cook like a pro, right? So consistency is the backbone of success in any habit. And, a plant-based diet is exactly that. You want to use batch cooking to make sticking to the plant-based diet really effortless. And why does this work? Well, prepping meals in advance saves time, reduces decision fatigue, especially when you're tired, and keeps you from resorting to those unhealthy options. So how do you start? You spend an hour or two on weekends cooking staples like beans, grains, and roasted veggies, and then portion them out for quick meals throughout the week. And we're going to talk about this here in a minute. The Healing Kitchen, which is also our community, does this. We talk about that quite a bit. So number 5 is mindset over motivation. So motivation comes and goes. I consider it like a finicky friend, but mindset is really what drives lasting change. So instead of relying on willpower, focus on building habits that support your health goals. So really the key takeaway is small, consistent action leads to big results, right? You don't climb Mount Everest by jumping to the top unless you're on a helicopter. But you literally go along the journey with each step. You don't finish a 26-mile marathon by zooming ahead to the finish line, right? You have to run the full 26 miles, and it starts at the starting line with the first step. It's just like this on a plant-based diet, but you need to remain consistent. So even if you start small, remaining consistent, 1, makes it easier. 2, you build confidence. And when you build confidence, you begin to believe that you can succeed. And that is really, really key because your belief systems are absolutely crucial in staying consistent as well. So you can also tie new habits to existing one. For example, after brushing your teeth, maybe take 5 minutes to write down your meal plan for the day. So again, you can choose different ways to approach this, but those are the top 5 that I found. Let me go over them real quick again. Eat the rainbow daily. Just start with 3 colors on your plate with every meal. Make fiber your best friend. Incorporate more legumes and whole grains. Ditch the oils. Replace with, broth or water instead, or use some type of other plant-based, a little bit more fatty whole food like avocados or tahini or something like that. And then batch cook like a pro, starting with maybe just an hour or so on the weekends. What I found is that doing like a Sunday, Wednesday approach works well. And then mindset over motivation, right? So we'll have motivation for a period of time, but like I said, it's your finicky friend. But you really got to think about is your mindset. And that is building small, continuous, and habits that you just keep on doing consistently. So really, again, some of these most important things I want to share in a really cool story. One that I interviewed on my podcast, and Nikki Cruz, you can Google Dr. Marbus and Nikki Cruz, and she's an amazing story. She's lost 350 pounds, and this month would mark 8 years. And the really important thing to understand is that she started her journey with literally 1 pot and 1 spoon in her kitchen. What she learned over the time was this building small, consistent habits were really, really crucial. And then maintaining and being mindful of what was going on. So she started to veer off. She corrected course. Maybe she reached out for help, but she had already learned the habits that got her on the right path to begin with. So she could look back and go, what am I not doing correctly to get myself back on path? And it wasn't judgment. There's no anxiety or depression about it. It's just These are just the facts. This is what works. These are the habits that will allow you to lead a healthy life. And at the end of this month in the Healing Kitchen, we're going to be doing a healthy habits, really to become, how to teach you to become a kind of like your habit architect so that you can learn how to do this very, very well. So here's the free masterclass, guys. It is so exciting. It's called Master the Plant-Based Diet, Lose Weight, and Reverse Chronic Disease. And you're going to learn 3 things. The 5 most common mistakes people make when starting a plant-based diet and how to avoid them. My 4-step blueprint to mastering the plant-based diet that really just fits seamlessly into your lifestyle. It's one that we use consistently. And the number 1 most overlooked key to mastering the plant-based diet. And it literally has nothing to do with recipes or what's on your plate. And so those are the things you'll learn. The link is below. And thank you for watching. As always, I'm sending gratitude, joy, and love to you and your loved ones. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your new day. And also healing from the Healing Kitchen. So I'm going to jump off. I got to go meet my folks at the Healing Kitchen. And I hope to see you in the masterclass. And please share this with someone or subscribe. If you're new to the community, we'd love to have you here. I try to bring value with everything that I put out here. And I love reading your comments. I get a lot of ideas and inspiration. So feel free to comment below. But don't forget, subscribe and to like. And I will see you next time. Thanks.